Hi everyone and welcome to a new studio vlog. I have had to resort to my giant hoodie because I'm just super cold. So I've got jumper on jumper situation and I feel really cozy now, which is nice now that I'm just sitting at my desk. You will have seen me this morning illustrating a full page sticker for one of my patrons, Becca. It was a custom order she asked for, and I've sent that over to her now, so we'll see if she likes it or if she just wants any tweaks. And right now I'm going to sit and get all the new products for the Self-Love collection listed on the website because it launches tomorrow at 6 p.m. So what I like to do is get everything ready outside of listing it on the website. So I have a document with all my product descriptions in, so I finished writing those. Obviously I've got all the photos and they're all edited and ready to go. The prices, product codes, things like that. I work it all out and save it all where it goes, and then it's literally just the case of just copying and pasting it into the website and making sure each listing looks good and ready to go. And then I will probably update the homepage just to be featuring the new products, but I obviously won't set that live until tomorrow. It launches at 6 p.m. so I want to set myself a timer. This is something that I've been doing to try and help me with my focus, and I feel like it has been working. I did it for taking the photos and editing the photos, so I've got this visual timer on my desk here, and when you put it on, it's got the colour. I didn't go for red because that felt aggressive, so I've gone for blue, and it just ticks itself down and then it'll go off. Ooh, like that. So I'm going to set myself maybe an hour to get everything up on my website, on Etsy, on my wholesale websites. We'll see if that's enough time. I think it will be because it's not a huge product range, but I am really bad at estimating times. So let's set the timer and see how we get on. I did it! However, I had to reset the timer, so it took me an hour 20. So not that far off. I said an hour 20. So I had 4 different platforms to put the products on. So it took me 20 minutes each. That's not really that bad. I remember last time when I released the self-care collection and I had 23 products to list, it was a full day affair. So I'm much preferring this kind of do a little cohesive collection, release it, little collection, release it. Yeah, I'm enjoying that a lot more. But I think my posture was bad because I've got a bit of neck ache. So right now I'm going to have a cup of tea and a snack as a reward. Whatever you have to do to get yourself through. So this is how the full page journaling sticker turned out. So it's a little bit smaller than A5 and I really love how it ended up. I hope you love it, Becca. I will get it straight out to you. So I left you yesterday saying I was going to have a cup of tea and a snack. I didn't come back. I did some work in the evening which was around upcoming collections which my patrons will get to see first, but yeah, I won't reveal too much here, but very exciting. But focusing on today's launch, it is launch day, but last night I discovered something and I can't believe I've done this. So I was on my iPad and I was looking through some designs that I'd made and I realised there is a sticker design for this collection that I designed and then somehow just left in Procreate and I haven't created it. Let me show you. It's this one, if you can see it. Here, It says be with someone who makes you happy, but the with is crossed out on like a blackboard, so it says be someone who makes you happy. And that was one of the first designs that I thought of. Did it, was really happy with it. Don't know what happened. It's just lived in my Procreate ever since. So I'm going to include it in the collection. I want to include it. So today, now, what I need to do is get it in Silhouette, get it all formatted, ready to print, cut, do photos, edit the photos, write the product descriptions, get it all on the website and all the various things. Now, I'm frustrated with myself. Firstly, because it's just a weird mistake to make, but secondly, because obviously I do all those things together, so I get out all the things for taking photos, and you know, I try and like batch tasks, and now I've got to like mess about. It's going to take me longer, and it's just a bit of a pain in the bum, but I'm going to do it and just chalk it up to being human. So that is what I'm going to do now. So I'm going to take you along. So I have done that. There are 8 minutes to go until the launch. I also updated some of my other pictures, and I made a load more stickers because everything that I made previously pretty much I had sent over to the shop in Trentham that I showed you on last week's vlog. So I made some more sticker stock. I'll show you that. So I've got them up here on my pegboard. So I've got the Hello Gorgeous, the Self-Love Serum, the Proud of Your Progress sticker, the Blackboard sticker that almost didn't make it, and the Megaphone sticker, Loud and Proud. So I'm happy with those. I've got my pins ready, my key rings ready, my prints ready, and I have all my tabs open ready to set everything live on the website, on Etsy, on my wholesale sites. So yeah, for the last couple of hours I felt really excited but also really nervous and a bit sick. I think other small business, let me just, hold on, put you on the tripod so my arm doesn't drop off. I think other small business owners will probably relate to the fact that you put your heart and soul into these things, and I also like to create products that have a lot of meaning behind them and they're inspired by personal stories to do with self-care, mental health, you know, all those things. And so I just hope that they're well received. People have been commenting saying they're excited about the launch, so fingers crossed. I know not everyone's going to be sat on the website when it goes live, but it'd be nice if I got a little order or two after it goes live. Let's have a little look. Yeah, I see people on these vlogs and they're like, I can already see there's like 50 people waiting on my website, and I'm like, yeah, that'll be me one day. But for now, we'll just wait and see. I feel confident. So, well, confident and nervous. So let's watch this space. See how slow this next 5 minutes goes by. I should also say that I spent this afternoon scheduling social media posts. I've got a newsletter ready to go out at 6 o'clock. So I've really been trying to focus on my social media content more. I've been taking part in March Meet the Maker, which is a challenge where there's a prompt a day except for weekends, and you try and post something relevant to your business to show people behind the scenes. And I've tried to do it in previous years and kind of fell off the wagon, but this year I kind of had a little brainstorm in advance what I would do, and I had a list for most of the prompts. So I've been trying to put together some nice content to show behind the scenes. So if you don't follow me on Instagram, go ahead over there and have a look at Planners Via Create. Nearly forgot my own handle. And yeah, you'll find loads of reels and nice pictures and like little posts about what goes on behind the scenes here, and nice self-care things as well. Today I did a reel about my favourite 10 ways to recharge. So I'm nervous waffling, so let's just get on with this launch. Oh, it's 1 minute. Okay, all the products should be live. Let's change the home page. Oh, it's 6 o'clock. Okay, everything's live. I'm just going to go to the website, check everything looks good. Okay, there are people on my website. That's nice. I like looking on the map on Shopify, and seeing where they are. You can zoom in and see where they are. Oh, okay. Well, one of these is me. But there are other people on the website. That is nice to know. So I've had a couple of orders already. I'm super excited. I got a little bit addicted to looking at where people are in the world. Like, you can see who's on your website on Shopify, and see where in the world they're looking from. And I decided it was not a healthy thing to do to sit and just keep refreshing the page. So I've shared about the new releases in some Facebook groups. I've also set a new video live because I've got a new video going live tonight. I feel like I've got so much content coming out lately. So that's good, and I am just going to go and have dinner and take a break and just take my mind off it. I think that is the best thing to do. We'll see what orders come in. Big thank you for the first few orders that have come in from my patrons. Thank you so much for all your support. Obviously, you may or may not know that in my Patreon community you can get between 20 and 30% off all of your orders depending on what tier you're in. So that might be something that's worth looking into, because as well as all the other amazing benefits, it means if you are buying stuff from my shop, then you get it at a big discount. So yeah, my patrons, thank you so much, because I can see that the first few orders that are coming in are from some of you, and I'm so grateful for all your support, and for everyone else who's showed me support over the course of the launch. But for now, I am gonna switch off, try and take my mind off it and go and relax. So it is now Sunday, and I made the decision that I had to step away and not worry about the vlog, because I found myself in a cycle where I was thinking, have I got any more orders from my launch? And if I haven't, what am I going to say to the vlog? And it was all just like a big cycle of worry, and I was like, I just can't do that, so I'm not doing it. So I took a break, and I just tried to focus on my weekend. And also I had a live stream tonight with my patrons, which was so fun. I came up with a design idea for a new enamel pin, and my patrons have helped me turn that into something that I think is really amazing on the live stream. And yeah, we've got a final sketch that I've just started working on the final drawings for, and yeah, I just love it. I can't wait to start talking to some manufacturers about how I'm going to put this together. So that's been really lovely. And before I ended out the vlog, I just wanted to kind of have like a bit of a mental health chat. It's been a shorter vlog this week, and that's because, in all honesty, some of the stuff that I would have filmed in my week is just not interesting for you to see. But it was actually a really difficult week personally, and sometimes I think if you're a small business owner that vlogs, or just someone that vlogs, you kind of feel like you owe people content all the time, and like you have to decide where to draw the line. And this might also apply in other areas of your life, whether you just feel like you owe people all the details of everything all the time. And sometimes you're just not ready for that. Particularly for me, some days I don't feel like talking to a camera when I feel like I'm having a really bad day and like struggling with something personal. And I equally relate that to social situations. Like sometimes I'm just really not up for talking to people if it's a time where like how I cope with things is just withdrawing for a little bit. So I made the decision to take a couple of days off. They weren't whole days, but I really pulled back. I spent time with my husband. We focused on doing some stuff together. I just focused on doing stuff that felt healing and relaxing and recharging, I'd say. So I think it's important to bring it up because part of this conversation is kind of ironic, because I think like I'm talking about not owing people explanations, and yet I'm kind of giving an explanation. But I guess what I wanted to say was I kind of made myself acknowledge where that anxiety was coming from in terms of like, oh, I'm not going to have enough content and stuff like that. And I made a conscious decision to say the priority is your health, priority is your mental health and well-being, and that's what your channel's all about, so people really aren't going to mind. And that's what I focused on. So the first part of this week was very much kind of me focused, because it had to be, and the latter part was launch focused, and I think I balanced the two. And I really felt those same worries coming back up when I thought, if I don't do well in this launch, I'm going to have to tell people. And in all honesty, I haven't had loads of orders this weekend. I'll be completely honest about it. It's hard not to feel disheartened when you've poured your heart and soul into something. However, I feel confident that, you know, it's mid-month. I'm looking forward to sharing more about the individual products and the inspiration behind them, rather than focusing on the collection as a whole, so people get to see individual products a little bit more up close. And I think there's lots more work that I already knew that I was going to do in promoting this launch. It's not over just because launch days happened and the stuff's available to buy. So sometimes when things don't go as expected, it's like a bitter pill to swallow for yourself. But then when you put yourself out there in a way where you then kind of feel like you have to then share that with people, it's hard, and it can almost make you want to pull back and like not do the vlogs, not share things with people, because then you're going to have to come and tell them, oh, actually, I didn't manage to do X, Y, Z. But I think putting yourself out there is a great thing, and there's no shame in saying, well, this didn't quite go as I expected, but I'm going to just pivot the plan a little bit, or it's not the end of the road yet, or, you know, you keep going and you keep moving forward with stuff and you see how it goes. So I wanted to be honest about it and just be human about it, because that's what I've always tried to do on this channel. And now that I've started vlogging more often, I don't want it to become a really like rosy shiny vlog where everything looks like it's going amazing all the time. My patrons will know, as I've been doing vlogs for my patrons every month, that they quite often come with a little mental health self-care chat where I'll just be honest about some stuff that's going on and just say, you know, like, look, these are the challenges, I'm a human being. And I think there's something nice about that, because people relate to it. I think sometimes we can be scared to be honest because we want to come across as like optimistic and grateful and all those things, which obviously I am, but at the same time I'm a human, which means I'm a mixed bag of emotions, and I think don't be scared to put it all out there. So that's what I'm saying. I'm going to close out the vlog here, and in next week's vlog I'll show you packing those orders I did receive, as well as lots of other fun stuff. So make sure you subscribe if you're not subscribed already, so that you see all the content, my studio vlogs, as well as other videos related to productivity, planning and self-care. And if you fancy checking out that live stream I did with my patrons on the replay, then you can join the Flourish or Blossom tiers on my Patreon to watch it, and I will leave the links down below. And I'll see you very soon for another video. Bye everyone, have a good week.